sure that you can hear me. I don't know if you can.
Need to try Finn. Again.
This user does not accept calls from this number. Please hang up now.
Seriously?
Alright, cool. So, TLDR, to explain the story up to this point, Finn obviously is, you know, the Tinkerer. Miles told her that he is Spider-Man after they went through a rampage chase throughout the city. Miles' uncle, the Prowler, tried to save Miles by turning him into Roxanne. Roxanne, Krieger are the bad guys. They're trying to make a new energy form, and by doing exploiting people and giving them sickness. I think we already know that. I just got through with the boss fight with the Prowler. If you remember the Prowler from the Spider-Verse, he was the purple guy, the cat dude. Roxanne hired Rhino to join them. We had to beat Rhino down. And then Rhino put the Tinkerer, or Finn, on edge. And she betrayed Miles.
There's a weapons deal going down near you?
And now we have to stop her from essentially blowing up all of Harlem. Also, Miles' mom figured out that he's Spider-Man because he was brought into his house all beat up by Finn, and she saw him in the Spider-Man outfit. And she has no problem with him being Spider-Man. So, that's kind of the TLDR. Big explosion gonna destroy Harlem. Finn has gone full bad guy. Miles' uncle is still an asshole, though you kind of understand why he's doing it, because he wants to protect Miles. And now Miles is doing the real Spider-Man thing, where he has to put others' needs ahead of himself. So, I'll let you decide, because we got some new suits. You get to decide what suit we finish the game with. We got a bunch of new suits. I'll just scroll through them real quick. I'll let you decide. We already seen these ones. And I think this was the last one you saw, which was that animated one. Here's him in his little school outfit. Oh, this was the last one you saw. It was this Assassin's Creed one. This one's pretty cool with the glowing eyes. We already saw the Spider-Verse one. Here's the classic. Here's the Black Lives Matter one. Here's him dressed up for the cold. He even has some little socks on. I didn't realize that till right now. My man's looking like he's from Cyberpunk with this one. This one's just weird. I'll be honest with you. This one is weird. You look at his ass, it's so flat. Like, for real. Spider-Man is supposed to have like some kind of firm bootay. He's so flat here, it's so weird. And then this is the suit you get from his uncle, the Prowler suit. You get your own little variation of it. And those are pretty much all the suits, except for these two, but you'll get them once you finish the game and then once you start the new game. So I'll let you decide which one. The classic, you want to keep the classic to finish the game? Alrighty. Let's do that. There we go.
App's got a ping.
Oh. Oh, that's cool. It gives me a warning. Let's do it.
See enclosed renovation, and the underground moves right in. Finn's gotta be inside.
I will try my best to make this as entertaining as I possibly can, but I'm going to try to focus so I don't mess it up.
Sick. I'm fine.
I've been trying to play like Spidey would. Trying to be as fast as I possibly can. Ooh. Oh, camera, please. Oh, camera, why are you so close? Why is the camera doing this?
Alright. Let's see what kind of security they've got. Same kind of barrier they had at Gym Theater. I need to drain the generators. In those shacks.
Oh
Which are
god,
locked
puzzles.
and powered down. Need a new power source. Yeah, this'll work. Webs won't reach. Got it. Sticky and conductive. That's one. Feeling good. Well, this is gonna work. This is working. A couple more.
I'm smart. I know how to do
Yes.
puzzles.
I saw one more. Can't believe how well this is working.
Yeah, I've gotten better with the skills and whatnot. I'm a pro gamer now. I look forward to completely busting my ass in whatever boss fight comes up.
Finn, you here? Underground cache. She's gotta be further inside. Finn? Come on. We need to finish this. You and me.
Come on,
She's gotta
girl.
be with our project.
You've made everything so difficult for me. I just want to be Spider-Man. You make it so hard, Finn. Jeez.
Come on, molasses. We want to see our project while we're still young.
I'm coming.
Man, thank God
Hey,
Miles
where'd
got
they put
that
us?
fade now.
I've got the museum
That
right
all
on my
hair
phone.
this
Our
they got
project's
is
in a
just
special exhibit on the top floor. Can't wait to see our names on the little sign, like real scientists.
Today, Oscorp Science Center. Tomorrow, every major museum in the world.
Algae forms are the key to sustainable, healthy living beneath the sea. Commercial and industrial.
I wonder what algae tastes like.
Probably kale.
Ugh, I hate
Well,
kale.
I do wonder. Look at the fish!
Since the mid-20th century, scientists have envisioned human habitation beneath the sea. Looking out your window,
I'm naming that one Howard.
see the bright
You name one.
Leviathan.
Love it!
That's a thick boy.
This model combines the design of a submarine.
So I guess Oscorp is trying to make underwater
We could
life
build one out of
happen.
a vacuum cleaner and some old tires if we put our minds to it.
Unlock new possibilities. The underwater living sounds like science.
I don't know what implications that
What?
means.
You scared?
Of sharks, the dark, tiny enclosed spaces, it's a no for me.
The Earth is bigger than you think. 95% of the Earth's oceans remain unexplored and could be the next frontier in human habitation.
It's weird to think how little we know about our own planet.
This dive suit is one of the first developed in the early 18th century.
Think they'll let me try it on?
Would love to see you try to
Oh,
walk around in
Miles
that thing.
Can't be
T-posing.
worse than those shoes you wore to the spring dance.
Oh, come on. Yours were at least an inch higher than mine.
Special exhibits upstairs. There's the elevator.
We've got time to look around first.
Oh. So Oscorp is trying to, like, go to different planets.
Oscorp scientists created this prototype of a metal that could change its shape while maintaining integrity.
Whoa, check it out. Metal that changes shape.
I like the idea, but it looks kind of basic. Bet it could be improved.
This model proposes
It's like a whole little community on Mars.
I don't think this has, like, any implication on
And street art.
story, though, unless they're trying to imply that Norman Osborn is, like, going to try and create, like, a NASA
We gotta play.
Oh, come on. It's just button mashing.
variation.
So you admit defeat?
Never.
Oh shit. Minigame!
Come on, Rocket Buddy. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, go, 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 go,
I'm
go.
pressing as fast as I can!
Gotcha. Found something I'm better at than you.
Not for
Oh, I got a trophy! Can I go again?
Come on. Yes, 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 yes.
My finger hurts!
2 wins does not a master make.
Alright, 3 times the charm. I better get a trophy for this.
Go, 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 go!
Oh!
That's a win for me.
No way! That did not just happen!
3rd time's the charm.
The museum's gonna close and you'll still be playing that thing.
Okay, okay. I'm done.
Alright, let's continue.
Do you have tickets for the special exhibit?
Nice hair.
Our project is on display. Didn't think we needed tickets.
You do, and we're sold out. Can't let you go upstairs.
Thanks anyway. So we need another way in.
She said there's no more tickets.
Right, but see that door? The hallway behind it?
Locked.
I recognize that kind of lock. If you shine a light at it, it'll open.
The flashlights on our phones would work. They won't reach.
They will if we find a way to slide something reflective under the door.
Oh, I just saw this.
It'd be nice to find something mutable.
Mutable? You mean changes shape? Look at you breaking out the fancy vocab.
Shut up. Shape memory alloy. I can change the shape on the museum map.
What?
This stuff is crazy.
Oh.
Think it's a metamaterial?
Must be. Wonder if it's using a phononic band gap.
That's it. Take it. Don't let anyone see.
Got it. Let's go.
Everyone was looking at us.
Oh, man. Sorry.
Oh, it's Peter Parker!
I still need something reflective. Look how the external tools interface directly with the command module's computer. We could recreate
Oh,
the
we just
idea
stole that.
with the neural interface.
It's Peter Parker!
Not if we integrated it over the entire mesh. From multiple
And
entries.
Dr. Octopus.
Do you think you can handle it?
With enough time and a lot of coffee? Absolutely.
I'll supply the coffee. Well done, Peter. I couldn't do this without you.
It's a shame that after this flashback, Peter
Doc, I'm so sorry, but
has to fight
I've gotta
Doc Ock
take
because
the
he
afternoon
loses
off.
his mind.
It's an emergency.
Again? Peter, is something bigger going on? Perhaps at home? You know you can talk to me about it.
I'm fine, but I'm sorry to run out on you again.
Not at all. Work will be waiting when you get back.
Thanks, Doc.
Peter's like, why the fuck is this kid looking at me? Where you going, Pete? You going to be Spider-Man? Huh? Huh? He actually is. He's just leaving. Okay. That's cool.
We should look around for an energy display.
Oh.
Look. Solar mirrors. And sticky on the back.
Perfect for tricking a light-sensitive lock.
This is real delinquent hours, I must say.
I've got the light. Tell me when the sticker's pointed at the sensor, and I'll turn it on.
No one's looking at us yet. Gotta hurry.
That worked! We did it!
That's kind of a shitty lock, to be honest. All you have to do is flash a light on it. Everyone has a flashlight on their
That was
phone.
awesome. I'm gonna miss doing stuff like this with you.
What are you talking about?
Hello? You'll be at Brooklyn Visions next week. I won't.
I'm not gonna vanish off the planet. We'll still hang out.
You'll be busy.
Not that busy. I'm gonna make time for us. Seriously.
Aw,
Okay.
Miles.
Ugh, this is getting mushy. Come on, let's head upstairs.
Hey, Dad.
Hey, Miles.
Hi, Mr. Davis.
Finn says hi.
You kids having fun? Make sure you get a picture of your project.
Dad, it's not a big deal.
It's totally a big deal.
Okay, okay. We'll get a picture. Love you, Dad. Bye.
This is it. Our project's in the back.
Whoa, a lot of lights. Very pretty.
Think they got a converter all hooked up?
Otherwise, what's the point? They'll need to feed biomass in, though. Maybe hook it up to a trash can.
Why does he do that? I think the game has a glitch where you see he's doing a T-pose. That's weird. Curator's like, bruh. That's how you kids do that.
Our project.
Does Miles have a dog on his shirt?
Wait, would you look at that? Genuine award-winning scientists.
No one told us we were in this special exhibit. Ticket only.
How'd you get in?
I bought a ticket. How'd you get in?
Not important.
We used a flashlight.
Hey, huddle up. We need a picture.
You gotta be in it too. You helped us get it working.
Okay, fine. Scoot over. All right.
Say alleles.
I am not saying that.
Aww. Back when she didn't want to kill me. Oh, shit!
Finn, you need to know.
I'm done listening to you.
I had to tell her what happened to the reactor.
Oh, let her.
You're down.
Oh.
Oh, come on! This is my favorite museum!
This camera needs to stop doing this stuff. Ow. Ow.
The underground just showed up. I saw a Roxxon tank. The roads that unroll them are blocked.
Where are you?
Near your apartment, trying to find shelter.
Get to Dale's bodega. I'll be there soon.
We'll keep everyone safe as long as we can.
Gotta take care of them before I head back to Harlem. Aquí tienes.
Uh-oh. Oh, he dodged me. Oh, he dodged me. Oh, he dodged me again.
Holy. Heads up.
Uh-oh. the last person? Oh, it's him.
Round two.
Uh-oh. There's a lot of you.
I need to get to Harlem. Now. Before Finn destroys the reactor.
You know it's serious when there's raining. When there's rain involved, there's snow.
Rocks on an underground are all over. It's like a war zone.
Are you safe? My mom?
We made it. There was about a dozen people.
You're breaking up. Where are you? Genki!
Genki needs to get that
You can hear
5G.
me. I'm on my way. Hang tight, man. Please. Never seen a storm this bad.
I can't even see. Like, the storm is actually like hindering my ability to see things.
Genki, can you hear me? Genki! Hang on, guys. I'm coming. Take this! Hope Haley's safe. We're on the right foot!
Ow.
Keep him on the ground!
They keep coming! I need to clear the park if I'm ever gonna push them back! Look alive!
Oh!
But I need to push the fighting away from here. Camila! Are you with Caleb? Are you okay?
See, we're with Glory. This is bad. It's the price. It's all over again.
And this camera is just
Get that far. I won't let it. Keep your heads down.
not working with me. Oh, you want to see this cool move I got? It's fucking dope. Oh!
More guys on the rooftop. They're fighting everywhere. I gotta end this.
I need help by beast. Get over here.
Gloria, you safe? Is base clear?
Yeah, everyone made it out. Sounds like you did. Where are you, Miles?
Near 125th. Looking for my mom.
Word is Miss Spiderman's on the case. He'll protect them. You protect yourself, okay? Get out of there.
Okay. Yeah, I'll leave it to him. Stay safe, Gloria.
You too, kid.
I do not know why the camera is getting so close to the screen. There might be a bug. Oh, there's so many of you, please.
underground. Getting lost in the blizzard.
Miles,
Need to head
you hear
towards
me?
gunfire. Yankee, I'm headed east. Where are you?
Hiding in Teo's bodega. Really bad. You gotta get...
They're in Teo's bodega. I'm close, but I need to take care of Roxxon and the underground before the streets are safe.
Oh my god, everything's on fire!
More of them flooding. Ooh! They'll kill you!
Oh my goodness.
Teo's bodega's up there. Man, I hope Spider-Man's okay.
I like how he's worried about the cat. The cat Spider-Man, he's worried about him. That's adorable.
Yankee! Yankee, where are you? Can you guys make a break for it?
Who's that? Someone there?
Guys! Guys! Listen, hey! We need to get out of here. But I can only carry some of you.
Whoa.
She started already.
Spider-Man sighted.
Nuh-uh.
Get out of here, young blood!
Prowler!
You've got more important things to do.
He changed his mind.
He's right. Go. We'll get people clear.
I'll be back.
I know.
Aw.
Okay, people. Check every door. We don't leave anyone behind.
No!
Ooh.
You don't know what you're doing.
They deserve what's coming to them.
No! The reactor! Krieger changed his specs. You're not just gonna destroy Roxxon Plaza. You're gonna vaporize all of Harlem.
I'm not gonna let you lie to me again!
Oh, she's too far gone, Miles. Oh!
Too late.
Oh! Well, this is emotional.
Let's do this.
I can't let you stop me.
Final boss fight.
Don't you see what the reactor's doing?
Destroying your plaza! Tearing down Krieger's monument! Nice try! Just get out of here! Leave! Leave! I don't want to do this!
I'm not leaving,
You can't
Ben.
beat me!
You can help me stop this. Or you... I don't want to fight. We'll talk. After I disable the reactor.
That wasn't the boss fight, right? That was really easy. Uh-oh. Now is the end of Spider-Man.
Look! The reactor's still going critical. Soon we won't be able to stop it. No! I am not running away again!
Goodness.
You're the one person I needed on my side! I am on your side! We can take down Roxxon with what we know about Newform! It won't work! No one cares! Not gonna make it easy for you, Miles! Did you feel that? We have to stop the reactor! Get away! Finishing this here, Miles!
Well, how? Oh, I think the game glitched again.
Why can't you just...
Oh! Will you stop grabbing me, woman?
Hey, Battle Royale, my favorite. Just wanted to chime in and let you know, so you don't worry. We're gonna be just fine if this building blows. Hell, we'll be fine if all of Harlem blows. I mean, do you have any idea what kind of insurance we've got? Gotham, being the victims of a terrorist attack? Yep, Roxxon Plaza. Coming soon, Roxxon City. Alright, later, kid.
Shut up, Krieger.
I have to stop him! Not like this! Not this time! I know about the promise you made to Rick, but he wouldn't want... Don't say his name! I know you feel those shockwaves!
Uh-oh, I'm gonna die.
Let me stop this! Keep dodging! See if it helps! Got her! I don't want to do this, Ben! Then stop! Leave! You wanted the truth? Here it is! Rick would have hated that you turned into the Tinkerer! Shut up!
Every chance to leave.
Oh.
Don't make me kill you! You can't win! Why do you keep fighting?
Because... I'm... Spider-Man!
Hey. Part 4.
Death wheel! Okay!
Spider-Man never gives up, woman. You have to learn this the hard way.
Me too! Start go!
We're not done yet!
Keep moving!
Fine! We'll get serious! Quit moving!
Uh-oh. She won't stop grabbing me, man.
Yeah, I know.
The music is epic as hell.
I'm done listening! You never started!
You won't
I know, Jesus. Oh, we think we won. Whoa.
This shouldn't be happening. I can stop it.
Oh, the smart thing would do is just let her fall, man, but you can't. I know you can't.
I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Oh. Oh, do we have to stop it, Miles?
Much time. I have to go. Just a little further. Any minute.
So we have to get the gauntlet off of Thanos. We gotta stop the snap. Except, you know, not that at all. Just, you know, different way.
Almost there. Come on. No. Ben, no look. Get them far away. I can't hold this in much longer. What are you?
What is she doing? Oh my lord! She's the Flash!
I can't. It's okay. You can't just let go. Let go.
R.I.P. Finn.
No, please. Oh, Miles. Oh, God. Say something.
Is everyone okay?
We're safe. All of us.
I'm sorry, I have to take a screenshot of that. That's a fucking beautiful screenshot to take right there.
So young.
Hey, get out of here, kid. We'll take care of them.
Did you see his face?
You did good, Spider-Man.
Thanks.
Who is he?
That guy? He's our Spider-Man.
Come on, those are clearly deep fakes. They're deep.
They're deep fakes.
I will own you. Yeah, we know who you are. I will own you. Do you hear me?
That's right, friends. Simon Krieger is in prison. Aaron Davis, aka the Prowler, flipped on him and Roxxon. Davis will serve time, but could get a reduced sentence. I think we can all learn something from what happened in Harlem. Together, we're stronger. And that having your own neighborhood Spider-Man is pretty great.
Looking good, Haley.
This is where we come from, yeah, we did it. City on my back, I'm committed. This is where we come from, yeah, we made it. Now the whole team celebrating. We like,
This is a fucking vibe. This is so wholesome.
I'll see you around.
Hey, look who it is!
Man, still can't get over that suit. So cool.
Gotta be me.
Yeah, you do.
Pete, does this job ever get easier?
Some of it, yeah. Some things never get easier, though.
Roxxon did this uptown because they saw us as disposable. Me, Rick, Finn, all of Harlem. I think part of our job is making sure they can't get away with it.
We'll add it to the Spider-Man oath. Go time?
Go time.
I gotta take a screenshot of that too. That was great. Oh, we get to Jaden Smith. Jaden Smith in the credits. I think there's an after credits sequence too. Get to listen to Jaden Smith and Kid Cudi while we wait for that. I love this song. This is like primo, like Marvel movie ending cinematic credits. That's awesome.
Yeah, girl, I'm the one, gotta tell him. Young with a vision, and they couldn't see it, man. Just let the picture develop. I gotta, yeah, fly as a whip with propellers. All of these feelings are jealous. Just cause I'm young and I'm careless, swing through the window, what I interest. I'm ready to go, she calling my phone, girl, I'm coming over. I got something to prove, I showed her the world, can't hold it no longer. Stand up for the ones I love, but let me tell you something. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready to take on the world, I'm ready. You can't stop me now. I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready, I'm ready to take on the world, I'm ready. You can't stop me now.
They usually aren't like this, I'll tell you that. Like some games, like some big budget games have credits like this, you know, where they show like cool art, but not like this. Like this is kind of unique, honestly. I think Spider-Man, the other Spider-Man PS4 game had something similar, but like it wasn't as detailed as this is. Like this is extremely like cinematic MCU style. And honestly, it's cool because it shows how much video games are becoming more and more like film in terms of this degree. Aww. Loving memory of Chadwick Boseman. Wakanda forever. R.I.P. That's dope. Oh, there. Oh!
Residents of Harlem are still feeling the effects of the recent citywide uprising of the group known as the Underground. While the Roxxon Corporation deals with a rash of lawsuits, newly elected City Councilwoman Rio Morales
It's Harry.
asked the media yesterday to make a plea for additional public funds to assist with the...
There's Norman.
Vitals are good. Circulatory.
Kirk Connor's the lizard.
Brain activity normal. He's been in there long enough. Mr. Osborn, I understand he's your son, but his disease, Kirk. Well, we may be underestimating the potential danger.
I said, get him out! Now!
Oh my goodness. Well, there's the sequel. Spider-Man 2 or 3, I guess, or the one with Peter. Venom, because oh, that's awesome. So that confirms it. Venom's gonna be the villain, or at least involved in the next Spider-Man game that they make. One more final credit. Congratulations! Alright. Well, there's the game. That was awesome. And I got some side quest stuff to finish, I guess. You know, I feel... You know what's cool about this game, to be honest with you, is the fact that, you know, most of us grew up with Peter Parker as Spider-Man. And Peter Parker will forever be, you know, Spider-Man to most of us. Because he's the original. He's the, you know, the first one that Stan Lee and Ditko made. And what's so cool is I never thought that there would be another Spider-Man, to be honest with you. Like, they've had the Spider-Verse going on for a while.
Hey, Ma, you busy?
Not too busy.
Oh, wait, I'll finish what I'm saying in a
Just
second.
left Trinity Church. I was thinking about Finn. And...
Tell me about it.
She saved my life. And yours. Everybody's. But she's the one who put us in danger in the first place. After seeing what happened to Rick, I get why she did it.
People are messy. Take your Uncle Aaron. He's the reason Krieger's in jail. And he helped us get people out of Harlem. But every time I look at him, I think of all the pain he put your dad through.
Yeah.
You don't need to make a judgment on Finn's life, mijo. Or her death. Just remember who she was, and why you loved her.
You always know what to say.
That's my job. Call me back if you need me. Entiende?
Si. Te quiero.
That was cute. You know, the Spider-Verse and multiple Spider-Men have been going on for, like, I want to say 25 years. I think it started in the late 90s, I'll be honest with you. I don't recall, though. And Miles, as a character, wasn't made...
Great
They
news.
keep interrupting me.
Roxxon's prototype labs in Manhattan are kaput. And so are their reactors.
Finally. With the labs and Krieger gone, feels like Roxxon's butt has been firmly kicked.
I bet they'll be staying out of sight for a while.
Good. Because I don't want to drain any more reactors.
You said it, buddy. But I'm glad we were able to do this together.
Me too. Until our next adventure?
Which'll probably be 5 minutes from now, right? Deal.
Okay. And Miles as a character really wasn't made until about 2008, I think. And when they made him, he was essentially just, you know, black Peter Parker. He wasn't that interesting of a character. His suit was cool, his design was cool, but the character himself was not. He was just essentially black Peter Parker. He had no characteristics about him that made him unique outside of the fact that he was black. And, you know, what's cool about Spider-Verse in particular in this game is they've taken a character that essentially was just Peter Parker with a skin color change, and they made him so unique, but at the same time made him Spider-Man. You know, there's something about Spider-Man that's so I guess, what's the word I'm looking for? It's so relatable. You know, remember in Spider-Verse how, you know, at the end of the movie, Miles talks to you and he says, you know, anyone can put on the mask. You know, it doesn't matter. As long as you believe in helping people and, you know, all that stuff, you can be Spider-Man no matter what. And I've always agreed with that idea, because that's who Spider-Man is. He's a guy who puts himself above, or puts everyone else's needs above his own. Is why he suffers through so much. You know, just like this game. Miles, his dad died in the last game. His uncle betrays him in this game and then redeems himself. He's trying to hide himself from his mom. His best friend is trying to kill him, and then she ends up dying at the end. And, you know, Spider-Man as a character goes through so much, and that's what makes him so unique as opposed to every other superhero. You know, there's not every superhero goes through the same amount of mental torment that Spider-Man does as a character. That it's just so it's so what's the word I'm looking for? I said the word the other day. It's inspiring. That's the word I'm looking for. It's so inspiring to see a character go through that stuff, and you're like, damn, if he can push through and still believe in his moral laws and do that kind of stuff, it's so unique to superheroes, because a lot of them change. And, you know, what's so cool also, and getting back to my original point, you know, was Peter being Spider-Man for so long, and then having Spider-Verse change the character and doing some tweaks, you know, making the character more interesting, making him his own character instead of just living in Peter Parker's shadow. You know, him being, you know, and I said this the other day to you, you know, when you're black, you know, especially in today's society, not to get like too political, I don't think it's political, to be honest, but maybe that's just me. In today's society, when you don't have, you know, a lot of black superheroes, you know, you have Black Panther, who in Black Panther was never really that popular until the Avengers, to be honest with you. Like, I knew who he was, but I guarantee you a lot of people didn't know who Black Panther was. There wasn't a whole lot of African American superheroes that a lot of people knew of or were that popular in the last, you know.
Hey, Miles.
Okay, Peter, interrupt me.
Kind of a backlog after being away for a few weeks.
No rest for the Spider-Man?
Nope. Speaking of which, I'm not going to be swinging behind you, constantly looking over your shoulder now that I'm back. I trust you. And I have some stuff I should take care of.
Like what? Can I help?
I need to find a job. Freelancing with the Bugle was great, but I'd like something steady.
Have you thought about teaching? You're pretty good at it.
Honestly, no. No. Maybe. I'll think about it. Call you soon.
Peter as a teacher sounds awful. He'd have to leave class all the time. But with characters like Miles, you know, and Spider-Man being the most popular superhero on the planet, you know, there's Spider-Man #1, Batman #2. And #3, I honestly don't know anymore. I used to say it was Superman, and it probably still is Superman, but they've treated him like shit over the last 15 odd years since the Injustice storyline came out. So it might be like Iron Man or Captain America now. That is, you know, probably #3. But Spider-Man being the most popular, I never thought I'd see the day that they'd take Miles Morales and put him into a major role in any degree, because I always thought they would play it safe. You know, white, Peter Parker, smart, nerdy, being Spider-Man has always been the go-to. And doing this and putting an African-American Spider-Man to the forefront for so many, and it's kind of inspiring to see like how the African American community has taken in these characters. You know, it's cool. They see themselves with them. You know, it's a community thing. They see Miles as themselves, and it's so cool, because I never thought I'd see the day that would happen. And like, I don't see Miles, like, I see Miles, yes, he's Black Spider-Man, but he's so culturally diverse, and he's so more in line with me from a cultural standpoint, because of the hip hop, and you know, he doesn't really fall in line with, you know, the norm, I guess would be the words you would use. And Miles is so different in that aspect from Peter, while still having the same moral grounds. I can see, you know, in today or in 5 years, 10 years, you know, people see Miles as their Spider-Man because he's just so unique in that regard. And I'm so glad that Spider-Verse allowed the character to be brought to the forefront for people to see him, and they made changes to him to make him more interesting, and for them to make this game a full-fledged game where you play as him and see his story without Spider-Man. That's cool too, because you know, you think, you know, he would be in Peter's shadow throughout the whole game to some degree, but Peter's gone the entire game, so Miles has to rely on himself and his friends to really push him through, and that is just makes for a great Spider-Man story, honestly, because Spider-Man's kind of a simple character in that regard. You know, he does do a lot of shit. He has to deal with it. He has to find ways to persevere, and that's why I love this character so much. Whether it's Peter Parker or Miles Morales or Spider-Man 2099 or whoever, it's just something that's amazing. Not many things can equal that. And Peter Parker will forever be my Spider-Man because I grew up with him and I've seen him go through so much. But I'm so happy that there's like a unique kind of fresh take on the character with Miles Morales, while also holding in all those great aspects of Spider-Man.
And Simon Krieger is in jail. Boo!
You know, that's just my point of view, though. I don't even know if you're still here listening, if I'm just talking to myself.
In an attempt to save face, Roxxon's board released all of Krieger's personal documents. Memos, emails, real fun stuff.
I don't know if you feel the same way, or because I don't know how familiar you are with the character, but you know,
coming in a few weeks, and in the meantime, remember to
I would like to know how you feel about it at some point.
Okay, bye. See you soon.
Because, like, you know, you're black. if you have that kind of connection with Miles that exist, I don't know. I'm not really good at trying to, you know, not sound, I guess, ignorant. I don't know if that's the right thing to say. That's true. That's true. I think though, when it comes to things like that, well, I'll let you finish what your thought is.
Listeners, you all know that I pride myself on truth, integrity, and facts.
Yeah, and that's what I
I'm
was going to
tough
say
on this new
too,
Spider-Man
to go along
since
with
the
your
disaster
thought.
on Braithwaite Bridge. For good reason. The kid screwed
You know,
things up so
at the end of the day,
bad,
these companies
even the
obviously
original
they make
model
things
would
for
have
money.
blushed redder than his costume. The classic one, not that.
JJ's freaking roasting Miles
Today,
on the.
I must also admit that the city is rallying around this youngster. And
Oh, is JJ gonna
claiming
say
him
he's a hero?
a hero.
Hey.
With an unstable energy source on the verge of wiping Harlem off the map, this youthful Spider reportedly stepped in.
Reportedly.
Or at least that's what his supporters want us to think. The real truth is that none of this would have happened if he hadn't donned a ridiculous suit and started swinging willy-nilly around the city, performing reckless acts of violence. Hero? More like zero? Ha! Jared, open up the lines. I want to hear from those who agree with me. Jared? I said open up the lines. What do you mean they're open? Well, something must be wrong.
And people don't agree with you,
We're
JJ.
having technical difficulties. Please stand by.
He's like the Alex Jones or the Ben Shapiro of the Spider-Man world. That's great. I was saying how, you know, at the end of the day, these companies, you know, they make things for money, obviously. But I think, you know, when it comes to representation or, you know, making a character good, honestly, you know, it's that kind of stuff is important to the character, but it shouldn't be their whole character arc, you know. Like, yes, Miles is black, and maybe you can play into the fact that he's black, and, you know, he's Hispanic also, so he's a Hispanic African American because his mom's Puerto Rican. You can show that culturally because you show that they show it in Harlem how unique that is compared to the rest of, you know, corporate New York. But at the end of the day, you can't just make that their whole character, which was the problem with Miles before. You know, he was just eccentric. He was just Black Spider-Man. That was it. And it was a huge disservice to the character because it didn't make much sense. Whereas now, you know, and you got to give credit to the creators of these things, the Spider-Verse movie and this game. They clearly, obviously, when they were making this, they wanted to obviously make money. That's firsthand, you know, that's what they have to do. But to do it in such a loving, caring way, where being black or his culture is not his whole character arc, but an added thing to it, is what's important. You know, there's that one character in this game. I think it was Olivia's her name or something. I forgot. Where she's a lesbian, but throughout the game, you don't really care that she's a lesbian. It's brought up once, you know, that's as part of her, but they focus on how caring she is to the homeless. Now she's trying to help people in the homeless shelter, you know, and her being a lesbian is just part of that. You know, it's not her character arc. And a lot of Hollywood and other video games fail to do those kind of things where they, you know, make, you know, like Star Wars, for example. You didn't see Star Wars, the newest one. You don't need to, it's bad. But at the end of the movie, they win, you know, they beat the Emperor, and they go back and they celebrate. But in the background, you see a lesbian couple kissing. You don't know who this lesbian couple is. They just show that on screen because Disney tried to throw in representation for no reason. And it's like, I don't have a problem with that. I have a problem with you trying to force it and make that the whole arc of that scene. When, you know, if you would have fleshed those characters out more as people and not just like a corporate entity to throw representation in,
Miles, I did it.
Then it's like,
how to safely split an atom from the comfort of
you
your
know what I
own
mean?
home?
It's
That's
just
next
like
on my to-do list. No, speed
pandering,
protocol.
I guess is the word I'm looking for,
Projectile physics is fixed, frame
to a
rate
group that
stabilized.
probably
It's
isn't even
awesome
watching the
now.
movie or
Which
playing
means I
the
can play
game
it?
in the first place.
It still needs textures. Sound
I don't think
effects,
people of the
music,
LGBTQ
video.
community
I'll write the music.
or the black
Probably do
community
sound effects too.
or the
First
white
we
community
improve
are
and
playing
design
Miles
our own
Morales
spider
because
suit. Now we
he's
build a
black.
mobile game
They're
empire.
playing because he's Spider-Man,
We're
who
unstoppable.
happens to be black,
Never
with
doubt
a
it.
lot more intertwined
I'm not
involved
doing
in
spider
that.
things.
You know what I
When I
mean?
get home,
I don't know if
I'll
I
set
put
up
that
a
as
task board,
eloquently as I
start tracking out
could,
sound effects you'll need. Ooh, and sketching out a score.
but I hope that didn't sound
Feel that?
ignorant.
That's me fist bumping you from afar.
But like, you know,
Later,
you
dude.
kind of get what I mean, I think. I hope. Like, they're trying to force representation in some of these things that don't need to have representation. Or they want to make that the whole arc of the representation instead of, you know, making actual good characters and story and writing. Which is what, you know, Star Wars fucking did. Thank God the Mandalorian's good. If that wasn't good, oh my God, Star Wars would be the worst thing ever now. That's fair. Yeah, if you would have watched me play the whole game, you would have saw it. His growth as a character. That stereotype has never made sense to me either, because I have not known a lot of black people that like watermelon and fried chicken. I've known a lot like fried chicken. Yeah, he is a big nerd. Well, he also makes music. That's one thing that happens in this game also, is you get a side quest that you can go discover sounds so you can make a beat, make a little bit of music. So he's also a producer, which is pretty cool. I know, right? Everyone loves fried chicken. If you don't love fried chicken, there's something wrong with you. Everyone's got a little bit of the black in them then if they like fried chicken. Yeah, but I think that I'll let you finish it. Yeah, I think it does kind of play into a stereotype, but at the same time, I mean, everyone loves music. So maybe it's just me, my perspective as someone that also, produced a little bit of music and worked on it. I don't really see that as a stereotype, more or less, but I can see why some people would do that. But it's not like, I think what kind of makes Miles unique in that regard is he's not making, like, I think the stereotype would come into play if he was making like hardcore hip hop or something like that, where he's just kind of making like lo-fi music. Lo-fi is the new hot thing going on now, that people listen to. Which I guess, I don't know if that's a stereotype or if that's something.
Hey, bro. I read MJ's front pager about some Caria.
Not while you were swinging, I hope. Sorry. Scolding mentor mode, downshifting. What did you think of the article?
The article was great. The pictures? Where did they get this Peter Parker guy?
I'm sure MJ asks herself that all the time.
So how was the trip? Did you have to suit up while you were out there?
Nah.
Oh, I'm talking about the
Sable handled it
game
like
in
a champ.
particular.
Her and her wild
I'm not. The movie. I
also got
don't
to
think
stand around
he.
taking pictures.
Hey, sounds like a nice break. As much as a
I think
work
in the
trip
movie
can be.
it was
Oh,
kind of
yeah.
lo-fi.
Feeling
I mean, yes, it
refreshed
did
and ready
have.
to do some
It was
next-level
hip hop
Spider-Man.
because it had Juice
And
WRLD
clean
and
out the gutters at my house.
Post Malone. I don't think Post
glamorous
Malone's really
until
hip hop though. He's more like
Sounds like
lo-fi
it.
pop
I'll let you go.
than anything.
Talk soon.
It had Lil Wayne though. It had that kind of stuff. But I think that goes into play with the culture because Miles is from Brooklyn, and I guess that would be a stereotype on Brooklyn, if anything, because Brooklyn is known, for being, more in line with traditional hip hop and stuff like that. Even though Post Malone is the farthest thing from someone from Brooklyn that I ever seen. No disrespect, but I think that's why they play into that, is because he's from Brooklyn, whereas like Peter's from Queens. I don't know much about Queens as a borough in New York, to be honest. I would assume it's probably a boring, maybe poor area, maybe. Just going off of like Peter's upbringing in Queens, whereas Brooklyn is more, community driven, African American community driven. Excuse me. Yeah. And Harlem is... I'm trying to recall, is Harlem the birthplace of hip-hop? I think it is, because it started out, I believe, as they were DJing. And it's funny because hip hop nowadays sounds entirely different compared to the hip hop of the late 70s and the 80s. It's pretty funny when you look back on it. But yeah, it makes sense for Harlem as a city and its history. I guess that, there are parts of Miles that they've kept from his original creation. I'll let you finish. Yeah, jazz. That's what it was. Yeah, it was jazz, and then it evolved with
Voicemail.
DJing and stuff like that.
Number's blocked.
Hey, Miles. I know you're gonna hear a lot about me.
Yeah,
Things I've
that's what I
done.
was thinking of. I just
Now that I'm
couldn't
serving time.
pinpoint it. Thank you for
Cut a plea
correcting
deal,
me.
so it shouldn't be more than 2 years. But getting out early, it's not why I gave up Krieger.
I want to hear what
Told me you had
Prowler
to do
has
better.
to say.
And that meant looking out for other people, even if it cost you something. I don't have a lot of practice, but I'm trying. Thanks, kid, for making me a better man that I could be on my own. Take care out there.
Love you, Unc.
Aww, that was sweet. I believe hip-hop was born in Brooklyn, but I believe it was an evolution of, I believe that it was an evolution of jazz that evolved into, I forgot exactly what it was. I remember I did a study on it. It evolved into DJing, basically, and then after about 10 years, I want to say, because it was in the late 70s, and then about in the late 80s, early 90s is when it evolved and it became more so the modern day gangster rap that we know of, from where the different areas of the United States where it changed. You know, in New York it became more lyricism, you know, with Biggie Smalls and people like that, and then outside in the West Coast in California you had more of that relaxed vibe, you know, that I don't know if lo-fi is the word, but that West Side vibe type, you know, Snoop Dogg-esque type of rap over music, over beats. And then in Detroit it was more like in your face style, and throughout the United States it kind of popped up with different, you know, unique areas with their own unique sounds. Like in Florida now, it's the SoundCloud rap, where everything's just hardcore trap beat, where you don't understand what they're saying at all, but you just kind of bop your head because you can just bop your head to it. Where you have, like, you know, Eminem or Big Sean in Detroit, you know, where they're not really about flow, more so about messaging, what they're saying. And then outside, and, you know, out in the West Coast, which is the most famous form of hip hop nowadays, with, you know, TDE, with Kendrick Lamar, and J. Cole's not necessarily West Side, he's Chicago style. But J. Cole has a lot of different ways to do things, so he doesn't have like a unique style. He's kind of evolved over the years. But yes, hip-hop, I believe, was born in Brooklyn, and it evolved once it started spreading outwards throughout the United States. Which is pretty cool if you like study the history of that kind of music, how it evolved into what it is today, or I guess some could say devolved, depending on your point of view. How some music for hip hop's just low rent trash. Me, I have I don't really care as long as I can kind of vibe to anything. To be honest, I think you know that about me. It doesn't really matter what it is. If it's trash, I can still vibe to it, even if it's trash. Like, I don't like 6ix9ine. I think 6ix9ine is a terrible artist. He's more so a meme than anything.
Special episode, I'm joined by newly elected councilwoman Rio
Oh
Morales
God!
of Park, who has been
Stop talking, JJ. I want to talk. Like 6ix9ine, I think is trash, but I can vibe to it because it's just kind of hardcore, unless, you know, he changes his vibe up. But he's more of a meme rapper than anything, which is why he's kind of dying off now, because meme rapping only lasts so long, as opposed to, you know, actually being a good artist. That's just my little point of view, though. Yeah, that SoundCloud meme rap only lasts so long, as opposed to, and you know, it's not like I don't think all SoundCloud rap is bad. I'll let you finish. I was just gonna say, it's not. I don't think SoundCloud inherently is bad. I think the problem with these SoundCloud rappers is they are more so corporate than anything nowadays. If that makes sense. Like, they are no longer artists in my eyes. They are influencers of sorts that are just meant to gain money for their record labels, because they don't alter anything, they don't change their styles up, they're not particularly good. Like, if you were not good as an artist at first, as a SoundCloud rapper or any kind of artistry, and over time you gained a following because people like that, but you don't evolve over time and you just stay the same and you don't get better, then I think, you know, I don't see the point. And with like 6ix9ine or any of these dudes, I think that they're just corporate entities. Which, you know, people say that about Billie Eilish too. They think Billie Eilish is this corporate creation of young white girl that can sing really well, that can, you know, I guess I don't like saying this, but she's kind of, you know, for young teenage white girls in a way, you know, she's more drab and depressing in the things that she sings about, even though I think anyone can listen to that, because, you know, a lot of people are into that kind of stuff, not just teenage white girls, but that's the stereotype or the meme about it. But I like Billie Eilish, I feel like since she started has gotten better as an artist, as opposed to 6ix9ine or any of these SoundCloud, Trippie Redd, you know, these SoundCloud rappers that started out not good, got deals because they got a lot of views on their YouTube videos, and now they're making a lot of money for essentially being the same thing they were 3 years ago. Whereas Billie Eilish, I feel like, has evolved now to being pretty good as an artist. That's changed a little bit, and you can see improvement. And you've seen that with, like, you know, actual hard, you know, and especially with hip-hop, you see that a lot, because hip-hop's the easiest thing to get into, in my opinion, because anyone can write trash lyrics. It takes a true artist to make mediocre or good lyrics. You've seen that with, like, J. Cole, who was originally not very good at writing lyrics, who's gotten better over the years. You've seen that with Kendrick Lamar. And while I don't like Kanye West as a person, Kanye West as an artist is very good. Or Kid Cudi. Even Travis Scott. Even though Travis Scott is very corporate nowadays. Get that Travis Scott meal from McDonald's. You probably shouldn't. Not to say anything bad against SoundCloud. There's a lot of good stuff on there. There's just a lot of trash. It's hard to sort out the good stuff from the trash. Just because it's a free site to upload anything you want. I knew a dude from my mag days that would upload his raps on there, and they were awful. Shout out to him though. Never forget it. Yeah. I don't know if they fixed that. I haven't checked it in years. I don't know. But yeah, that was rough. Nowadays you have to pay for shit to listen to anything offline. Which I still hate. I mean, Spotify I feel like is a good deal. I don't use Spotify, but like from what I understand about the subscription to Spotify, it's pretty good with all that music. And for what? I think it's like $5 a month? Is it 5 or is it 10? I don't know which one it is. Not sure. But like stuff like that's good for listening to music. Or you could just download the YouTube MP3s. That's what I do. It's free. It is a big difference. But I guess it depends on how much you use Spotify. If you use it a lot, I guess it's not that big of a deal for someone that uses it a lot. Yeah. Spotify's good in regards to getting new stuff. Honestly, Spotify's great in having anything, to be honest, just because there's so much on Spotify. I don't know how they do the licensing of all that stuff, but they do somehow. But if I can download it for free on YouTube with the MP3 and then just listen to it, which annoys me because on Android they've gotten rid of Google Play. Oh wait, is it Google Play or is it Google Music? What is it called? Play Music. They got rid of that, so now I have to transfer all my stuff to YouTube. And that bums me out. It's $10. Yeah, they shut it down. They moved everything to YouTube. That sucks. I saw that I could transfer all my offline music files to YouTube. It said it was going to take like 9 hours. I said, nope. Oh my. For real. Being broke's fun. Sorta. Not really at all. But yeah, I think that's about all. Is there anything else you would like to add in regards to Mr. Morales or music or anything? Yeah. True. I just use ad block. I just use ad block to get rid of ads. Doesn't work on phones though. I mean, it does work, but you have to go through some annoying hoops with the phones to do that. We have to download another browser and then install. Oh, excuse me. You have to install AdBlock through that, and then go onto YouTube on their phone app, or not their app, but their website on phones, and it's not convenient at all. You are a true saint. You know that? For real. I'm pretty sure PewDiePie does not need all that ad revenue that you're giving him. Alrighty. I enjoyed having this conversation with you. Hopefully we can do it again about anything else at another time. I'll let you go and do your work though. So I shall talk to you later, my